minutes here to get organized. Get my kit open. Everybody's having a good night. To mute. Have a good night. Okay. Get rid of that. Bring up some chat. Pop this back over here. Go about that far. Okay. Move this stuff so I can get out of my way for the moment. I'll leave it up here. Bunch of crap I gotta go through and redo. Bad place for us. So, bring this guy over. And I'll choke down a cigarette while I do this. Now for the Pro Motos, of course I have the red Maico over here. That's my Maico, and I'm finally getting around to, because we're in winter, we've got snow, it's been cold, not having the greatest weather outside, haven't been able to get to the race but once so far. So I haven't done much with this, but I did have done a little bit to the Pro circuit. Added the Treal front brake pad, or front brake caliper. And then I went ahead and put the Vitabond rims on here. I gotta admit, that looks pretty damn good. Let's see the on this side for now. The Vitabond spoked rims are on this bike at the moment. They'll probably stay here. Treal titanium sprocket and front disc brake, or front disc I should say. It's the titanium. I had to modify this even to get it to fit a stock set of rotors, stock plastic, or the LOSI rotors, or even on the Treal rotor. I had to open the holes where the shoulder bolts go a little bit so it wasn't binding and free floating. Hopefully they've gotten that taken care of by now, and if not, hopefully they get it taken care of soon, because it wasn't a big issue, but it took a while. It took a little bit off at a time. Didn't want to overdo it. Just a little bit at a time, but I had to, do the shoulder bolts. These are the Treal. When I got the Treal rims, they sent the shoulder bolts with my set of rims. The shortened shoulder bolts, because other people were having problems with the stock ones going too far and hitting the inside hub and marring it up. I thought I had a problem, but it was just the way the fender was. I thought it was out of center a little bit. But yeah, so I got the Treal caliper with the Treal rotor on the Vitabond spoke rims, and I see Hot Racing has, I believe it was a 36 spoke rim coming out. I might have to, we'll see. And then on the back, of course, like I said, the Treal 36 tooth, I believe, is stock. Piece on it, sprocket. And then, as the title states, when I was looking at the options and what was coming out in parts, I seen the Scorched RC swing arm drop. and I really like the way it done, because I'm probably not going to go too retro like I did with the Maico bike with the green one. Probably not going to leave it as newish looking as it is, you know, new model style. I'm going to make it look a little retro. But I'm probably not going to go that retro with it, the 70s. Probably do a 90s bike of some sort in here. We'll see. So, anyways, the swing arm is really nicely made. I really like the way it adjusts. So I went ahead and ordered. I ordered on January 20th. It is today January 29th. So it went from Great Britain through customs, you know, over the water here to the U.S. I like the way they do these packs. That's one bad thing about them, but it's the airmail stuff. This is shipped Royal Mail. I paid PayPal, so it came through Royal Mail. It was 10 days, which, you know, is not bad at all. That's actually pretty darn good. So it shipped out of Royal Mail. I see a lot of people saying US or UPS, maybe FedEx, but I've ordered a couple things that have shipped FedEx lately, and neither one of them were delivered. So I was okay with Royal Mail and USPS, United States Postal Service. Got it in Chicago and then was delivered today through the mail. So yeah, nice setup. It's got the roller cams that pinch in the back and then tighten down and lock into place with the two screws here. So this is the one I want to put on here. I do want to pull out my scales. Go ahead and weigh it. I'm not going to install it. It's getting late and I have to work tomorrow. But I do want to kind of weigh it up and kind of eyeball it in. Okay. But honestly, it feels pretty light. Yeah, cut across the top here. Dull blade. Yeah, this actually doesn't feel very heavy for as much aluminum as it is. I'm assuming it's 6061. I don't know if it says. I'll run over to the website and take a look. I don't know for sure. Doesn't really say. Let me see if I got the... No, I took it back down. Alright, let's go here. Oh, it is 7075. My bad. It is 7075 aluminum, not 6061. So I was mistaken there. Here, let me come back here so I can show that real quick. I believe I add a source. We take desktop capture and take that picture, and there we are. Aluminum 7075 SwingArm. Upgrade. It's $99.90. I think $99 even. Hard to see that right there. Let me see if I can. There we go. Yep, 99 bucks even. And let me go ahead and shut that off. So like most all the other upgrades from the other companies, there are a few I've seen that were 6061 noted, but this is 7075. Let me pull the cams and the wheel out. Cut this real short up here. A couple screws out. It's been slow enough, I may even take this with me to work tomorrow and do it there. Doubt it. But maybe. So, the cams obviously go in here. I'll have to loosen those up. Oh, no, that's fit in there. And then, of course, your axle goes through there. I could see where they should have put a small little, left a little divot on the inside just to capture that so it didn't go around. But anyways, that way you can't push it through, but it won't matter once you got everything in there. But yeah, the cam just kind of swivels. So you got your axle in there. Right now it's towards the front. And then you just loosen it up and swivel it backwards as you tighten your chain. Now it will pivot a little bit. And let me get a little bit of a look here. I want to see how much we have in center. So if we put this center there, and then to the center when it's down all the way, how much does that drop or go up? Because you can pivot it upwards too. Make everything a little lower or make everything a little higher with the axle. By little, we're talking about center to center. That's pretty darn close right there. 5 millimeters. So bit less than a 1/4 inch from being in the center position. Put you in there like so, whether front or back, it doesn't matter. But if you're in the center position, it's right here in the back, and then you pivot it down or up till it's, you're moving your chain to the back. But to the most upright, that's a 1/4 inch. A little bit less than a 1/4 inch. It measures about 5 millimeters, maybe 4.5 millimeters swing. So it's a very small amount. I've seen some people say it's going to change your ride height, it's going to mess with things. That is equivalent, let's see, of about 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch swing. Could be an inch. But you got a 1/4 inch and a 5th scale. If you went off those numbers, it would be 1 1/4 inch swing on a real bike. But there are real bikes with this type of setup, and it should work out pretty good. Now I gotta figure out what that little thing is for. Of course, go in here and lock down, which will tighten down the position. Plenty of spot in between there, nice and snug, not going, and there's still a nice, 1/2 millimeter gap to tighten down all the way. Move this forward before I get there. This is just enough of a snug to hold it. That's the one. It probably is this one. No, but it's the bigger one. Metric, of course. Not sure where this little one goes. There's no other holes on here for that. Oh, that's right. They've got it for that one. That's where it goes. And I will go ahead and probably slide in those titanium hinge pins on this one. Just because I got them here and put them together on this one, and I'll order another set when I get the Treal SwingArm. Okay, just needs to be cleaned out a little bit. That's okay. All right, all parts together. Let's go on. Flip around. 0 grams. $123. That is with the adjusters and the 3 screws that it comes with. So 123 grams. I think the stock unit people have said is like 115 or something like that. I don't have one of them off or a spare one to throw on here to check. But Scorched RC SwingArm is 123 grams. Kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see it there in the video. I can get it a little bit closer actually even and just give you kind of a close-up of it. You can kind of see it's a little bit better, 123. So yeah, very nicely machined. Has a very good look. Smooth. Clean holes. Chamfered edges. Everything's been chamfered, I guess. Yeah, he's still got a slight edge on it, but it's been chamfered just so it's not sharp. Most everything's been chamfered. Not all of it, but most of it. But yes, a very nice setup. I like this. I do like the way it's set up. Go ahead and put that in the center so it's at least where it should be. Okay, so that's all I really wanted to do tonight. Open up this package. Haven't had a video in a little bit. Got a new part in. I was really excited to see this. That it came here. It looks like a very nice piece. Should do a great job. 123 grams, like I say. We'll have to double check and see how that matches or compares to the other units on the market and the stock one. But yeah, overall I thought I'd just do, like I say, a quick video and show that. It's been like, what, 15 minutes, 19, 20 minutes here now. But that will be going on this unit when I finally do put it on the Pro Circuit. And I won't be doing too much more to this one, I think. I'm going to leave her pretty. I don't want to add a lot of weight to it, and already got these rims, which are 1 pound. So there's that. And we'll see how they go. I got some 480 coming. The 426 worked pretty good, but I pulled the front wheel. I'm going to re-glue it. I didn't get a really good glue job on it, So I want to redo the front wheel and get a better glue job on that. I have bought some return springs to use to help the brakes, and I have 179 Reese Micro 179s and Treal servo mounts for both bikes in my cart right now, plus a couple other items for A-Main. Speaking of which, they have a coupon code available. I believe it's good until, gosh, I thought it said April. It might have been March 30th or April 30th. Let me take a look. It's a 15% coupon code. I think it's in there yet. So let me open. For normal coupons are 10%, and this one's 15%, as I said, so it's an extra 5% off. Pretty wide on application. It's NCF24. Let's see. Let me go ahead and minimize this a little bit so I can get the whole thing in here. One more. There we go. Had to minimize the page a little bit. 15% off store-wide. Some exclusions or some restrictions. So far, I've got a $400 cart in there, and everything has been okay with this. So, come back here. I will add this again. We'll open it back up. And whoops, that's the wrong one. I didn't want that one. So let me go ahead and minimize that. Actually, I can go ahead and remove that one. Add a source. Desktop. There we go. That's the one. There you go. A-Main Hobbies, 15% off-site, store-wide. Use code NCF. This is not my code. This is their code. I get nothing for this. I'm just putting this out there for those folks who use A-Main or want to buy some items, and they've got 15% off. And free shipping on anything over $100. So that's also a bonus. So that's it. I just wanted to, like I say, kind of put this out there and kind of show it. Very nicely done. 70-75, as I showed before. Comes with a nice little instruction manual and doesn't appear to have any pictures on it, just all verbiage. A couple stickers. And shipped, like I say, 9 days. Shipped Royal Mail to the U.S. Michigan, state of Michigan. So that's pretty darn quick shipping. So, hope everybody's having a good couple days. It's still cold as hell here. It's in the 30s. It's supposed to be up to the 40s. Things have been melting here lately in the last couple days. We got cold for, it's been a really short winter, if it stays like this. We didn't even get snow until almost middle of January, and then cold for the first couple weeks of January. Then it's been cold for a real 10 to 12 days, and all of a sudden now it's kind of warming up and raining and everything's melting again. So short winter. Usually we got snow by November, and it's here until February, March. So we'll see what this year's like. Maybe it'll be a break early for spring. I'll be able to get some clay and get on my track outside so I can have a local track and not have to drive 3 hours just to get some good MX track in. Alright everybody, thanks for hanging out.